Cavaliers have the great fortune of bringing back most of their production from a year ago. About 86% of their goal scoring for 2025 is back.
And that's a huge presence on offense. There's a lot of confidence coming into this game. Knowing that you have a lot of girls that are able to put the ball away in the back of the net, have confidence out there and playing. And yeah, I'm interested to see what they do today.
Virginia really prepped for this high-pressure defensive system from LU over the last couple of days of practice.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure out there from Liberty just to start. Good job on the Hoos to maintain the pressure and keep possession of the ball. And right away we see a foul. We got an 8-meter shot coming up.
That's Jenna DiNardo for UVA, the team's leading scorer with 7 on the season. 99 career goals coming into today, inside Lacrosse's number 50 player in the nation in the preseason.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. Looks like she's going to drive right in for this shot.
She does, and whistles one through Rachel Hines to put UVA on the board.
Yeah, that was a great start on that 8-meter. A great first step there. If you saw how quickly she got off the line, it was just very fast, which is what you look for in your attack. That quick, put another one away.
This is normally a Flame squad that excels in the ground ball category, leaders in the country in both ground balls and caused turnovers a year ago.
Yeah, they are ground ball gobblers for sure. They know how to get a ground ball off the ground, and I'm excited to see what they do with that today.
Here is Gallica, the draw taker, who stays on for offensive purposes too. Preseason first-team All-American per Inside Lacrosse. Fewer than 30 seconds to work with here. Virginia headlined by its star junior class. In front, Hines makes the save. Right in front against Carly Kennedy, drawing the start today.
What a great save by Rachel Hines there. That feed was right.
Conti defended by Colavito here. She switches the point of the attack. Virginia getting outscored in the first 3 games this season, 41-30. They lost by 8 against Maryland on Saturday. The Terps, the number 7 team in the country. It was a wire-to-wire defeat for UVA. Cavaliers 0 for their first 3 for the first time in program history as they celebrate her. She is the younger sister of Addie Foster, the 2 Charlottesville natives. Rayleigh has yet to play this season until right now.
That's awesome, especially freshman. First shot at the goal, first shot on attack. I'm excited to see what she'll do.
Livy LaVerghetta also in, 42 in the Navy. Sophomore from Baltimore, in front, just missing the stick of Foster. Liberty can't pick it up initially. That was Claire Christensen, number 30 in white, near the ball. And how about that assertiveness from Lara Kaloji?
Yeah, that's a great ground ball right there. A big scrum and needed possession, and great finish by number 16, Alaimo.
Just as the shot clock was winding down, and Alaimo, who is more known for her distribution, sneaks out in front, and Virginia scores again. So the Cavaliers get their second on the afternoon, about 8.5 minutes into the ball game from Lynchburg. Another unsettled situation. UVA capitalizes. Alaimo on the wraparound. Injury back in high school, and Areola has it back now. Neshi, who has scored 6 points in the first 2 games for the Flames. That hasn't happened for a freshman here at LU for 4 years. Native of Syracuse. Gallica on the takeaway for UVA, and she gallops ahead. She's got Peyton Sifredo to her right. Gallica, ball pops free, and DiNardo regains for UVA.
Solid defensive stance there by the Flames. Able to turn that quick to allow their defense to set up and establish themselves on this play. It's looking like UVA is liking to spread out their offense for the first ticks of the shot clock. Get the ball in everyone's stick and see what their looks are in the middle until they force it and move it towards the middle as they get closer to the 30-second mark.
You've had a great vantage point of this Liberty program. What do you think their identity is on the defensive end?
High pressure. You see it here. They're going out after those girls. And look at that, UVA able to finish.
Talimo once again on the swim move.
Yeah, that's great awareness by her. That's what you want from your junior attacker. She's able to...
Flaherty steamrolls ahead, funnels off the defender, deals far side. DiNardo fakes and hammers one in. Check that, it's Gallica for UVA, and the Cavaliers operate in transition beautifully.
What a rip here by Gallica. That was a heck of a shot. You could hear the sound when the ball hit the back of the net of the pipe there. That is what you call a rip. In any definition of the word, that would be it. Possession is everything, like we've said, so if you can get that kind of production, that's what you're looking for as a coach.
At a minute to go here in the first quarter, Virginia out shooting Liberty so far 9-4. 8 of those shots for the Cavaliers have been on net. Hines has been forced to make 4 saves and has surrendered the 4 goals too.
And mind you, those saves have been pretty clutch. A couple no defenders in front of her, just stuffs. So good on Hines for coming away with a couple of those saves there.
Virginia averaging about 10 goals per game in front. Oh, Cavaliers were ready to celebrate. They thought Foster may have had her first. Virginia ends up scoring anyway.
And that's Addie Foster, the sister there, finishing that shot there for the Who's. Just a quick, nice shot there off the pipe, picks up the ground ball, quick turnaround to a shot and finish there for the Who's. Able to come up with that ground ball and put the ball quickly in the back of the net while Liberty's defense was scrambling to try to get the ball as well.
No goals on 3 shots the last time out against Davidson. So the Flames reorganize as Olivia Young inspects this UVA defense. Phaedra Vang is in for LU. 30 more seconds on the woman up, and they convert. Jumping up and down, Sophia Neshi, the freshman.
Yeah, great look there from Colavito on that feed down to Neshi in the middle of the 8 and able to finish and put it away. You see this look right in stride and puts it 5-hole on the goalie right between her legs, able to put that ball away. Great look for the freshman.
This is a player, according to Coach Nangle, always looking to go to goal. She's been really impressed with the start of this young career.
And what a clutch thing to do as a freshman. Your team is down 5-0 and you're able to catch a ball in stride and put it in the back of the net.
Another one of those small tweaks in the rule book this year. Matching up with the free position rules. Have to be within an arm's and stick's length. Right for goal, piping it home, right on the money, Addie Foster.
Yeah, what a great rip there by Foster. Just took 1 or 2 steps, shot and finish. Nice high-to-high rip. Nice lefty shot there too. It's always fun to see a lefty finish on a shot. It's something special, all I'm gonna say.
Too hot to handle that time for Hines, and Addie Foster continues her tear against Liberty. Up here for UVA. This is La Vergetta, tries to spin it in front. Swarming defense from Madeline Klunder.
Yeah, that was a great knockdown by Klunder there on defense, able to come up with it for her offense.
Liberty in all likelihood content to drain off the remaining 20 seconds here on the woman down.
Looks like they're going straight for offensive production. Doesn't look like they're settling it out. They're really looking for their offense to get a shot off here.
Ryla does indeed go for goal. See the take. Rylan Price on the spin. This is Areola who draws 2. Areola tries to get out of that pickle. She does.
Good high pressure defense there by the Cavs. Really good solid job to keep her out of the 8-meter. Big save there for Hines. And then again, that was crazy. 2 in a row.
If you're a former goalie and you're describing it as crazy, then it must be crazy.
Yes.
Flame score.
That's awesome. What a put away. 13 areola there for the Flames.
So the Flames inch a bit closer. Nicole Areola with her first collegiate goal. Gets it by Fennell. On the 8-meter. Flaherty strides in and banks one off the pipe and through.
Yeah, solid work there by Flaherty on that 8-meter. Didn't waste any time. Quick step right there off of the hash and able to put the ball away. Coming right off that foul on Colavito. Quick first step, able to get through the Flames defense and put the ball away. Off stick low too, that's a great shot. Puts it away from the goalie's stick. That's a tough one to save and a great one to finish.
So Katie Flaherty had 3 goals in her first 3 games of college. The freshman from Massapequa on Long Island, 2-sport athlete in high school, played soccer as well. Talked about Virginia, a team that returns a big majority of its offensive production a year ago. The Cavaliers did lose a couple.
That'll be the difference. And
quick strike for UVA, Alaimo. The hard work done by Megan Rockleen on a long sprint. And Virginia leads by half a dozen.
And Alaimo, right place, right time. Able to get that feed and put the ball away in the back of the net there for the Who's. Great finish there by Alaimo. Nice feed into a nice quick fake high and finish with a shot. Get your goalie on their heels and put the ball away.
So that is
Taylor, 4 goals, 3 assists to her name. Passes inside, Sam Smith fires Northwestern in front.
Ball stays out. And look at the cut from Sam Smith. She has tons of room in real estate in the inside. And Maddie Taylor with the feed. Beautiful dish and score. 6 goals in a row for Northwestern. They have owned this 4th quarter.
Almost no cradle there. Nice assist there by sister to sister there. We love to see stuff like that, Foster to Foster. Nice quick stick finish there for the freshman.
How many times was that executed?
And Cheyenne swings, lifts one, deep to left field, away, back and gone! A walk-off, 2-run home run for Van Cheyenne. The Canes come all the way back to win it.
And you talk about
Ashley to Chloe.
Nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close, Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick.
She's definitely a lefty power for the Flames. Great presence out there, 5'9", standing tall. That height definitely gives her an advantage on that high to low shot.
Osborne who scores. And North Carolina takes a 4-goal lead. Super regional game between Nebraska and Tennessee. That is starting over on ESPN News.
Settling down their offense, trying to get the ball and all of their middies and top of 6.
What a goal! Osborne again!
Chipping in the offensive end, 35 goals, picks this one up on the run. Her head is up, she's got great speed. Not much of an angle, this is outside that 8-meter.
Virginia has the immediate answer.
Great quick drive there by La Vergetta. Able to see the field well and move quickly down to cage. Just waited for the right opportunity.
Can't just be the Chloe Humphrey show, but she definitely put on the show in Friday night's game with 7 goals.
They find Chloe, and she stings the corner.
Really solid shot.
The great news is that she's getting those opportunities, and you've got to have a quick memory.
She's got a strong presence.
Yes, she does.
Height isn't everything on the lacrosse field.
The Humphrey sister connection.
Being last gasp over the backboard, and Georgia will leave Lexington with a W.
Stir on the finish.
Yeah, great finish there for the Who's. Nice quick catch, fake high, and finished the shot. Got the goalie on her heels and finished for her team. Just a nice fast break.
Godin squeezes it to Osborne, who scores! And North Carolina takes a 4-goal lead. Super regional game between Nebraska and Tennessee. That is starting over on ESPN News.
Put the ball away.
What a goal! Osborne again!
Chipping in the offensive end, 35 goals, picks this one up on the run. Her head is up, she's got great speed, not much of an angle. This is outside that 8-meter.
The way of the defense, so she could be wide open in that man-down situation for the Flames, and was able to put the ball away.
Now she's got a good way of getting into.
Nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close, Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick.
Came in and Merkel, and it just feels a little bit weird right now. She was pretty honest in her assessment, saying, you know, hey, it feels like everyone's back, and then you look up the field, it's like, where are those three? Where'd they go?
Madison Taylor, 4 goals, 3 assists to her name. Passes inside. Sam Smith fires Northwestern in front.
Nice job by Colavito picking up the trash there, putting it away. Great finish there.
Ball stays out.
Your senior.
And look at the cut from Sam Smith. She has tons of room in real estate in the inside. And Maddie Taylor with the feed. Beautiful dish and score. 6 goals in a row for Northwestern. They have owned this fourth quarter.
Realizing, hey, we are down here.
Absolutely. You just do what you can do. You know, you stay locked into the game. You're feeling loose. Your hands are moving.
Can't just be the Chloe Humphrey show, but she definitely put on the show in Friday night's game with 7 goals.
They find Chloe, and she stings the corner.
The great news is that she's getting those opportunities, and you've got to have a quick memory.
To get the ball back sooner than later.
At this rate,
The Humphrey sister connection. Ashley to Chloe.
Nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close, Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick.
On the board this time.
A nice finish there by Abigail. Good ball movement there for the Cavs on offense. They were able to get the ball around quickly, use the shot clock, use the game clock to their advantage, and put the ball away.
Madison Taylor, 4 goals, 3 assists to her name. Passes inside. Sam Smith fires Northwestern in front.
Ball stays out.
Gabby had 13 goals in her.
And look at the cut from Sam Smith. She has tons of room in real estate.
Because of what he said after a bad loss, and then saying it's for cause, and they're not going to pay him $18 million, which what he gets with his buyout. Now, hold on now. These college players now, they're not 17-year-old freshmen who are there to go to chemistry class and play basketball. They're getting paid a fortune. They're getting $2 million a year. They're getting $750,000 a year with NIL. And Tang, the head coach, was annoyed about effort, responsibility, the fact they've only won 1 game, and said, you know, we're going to have practice tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. I'm embarrassed for the university. I'm embarrassed for our team, my fan base, the student body, everything else. He's 1,000% right. And these players, you're pros now. You're pros. The idea that you're an amateur, that goes out the window. You're making a fortune. You're pros. And for Kansas State to sit there, he didn't do anything wrong with what he said. To sit there and say, well, we're going to fire him because he embarrassed the university, he picked on our players, we're not going to pay him the $18 million. Seth Greenberg did a great job with it, much better than me. That is pay the guy the money. Okay? You can afford it. Pay the guy the $18 million. You want to fire him? Kick him out the door. But you pay him. You pay him. You don't make him go to go get a lawyer to fight $18 million. If you're Kansas State's administration, shame on you.
Just cut up from the behind net, and Hines didn't have much of a chance on that shot. High to low, off stick hip. That was crazy. What a crazy finish.
Godin squeezes it to Osborne, who scores. And North Carolina takes a 4-goal lead.
With 7 goals.
They find Chloe, and she stings the corner.
great news is that she's getting those opportunities, and you've got to have a quick memory.
In front, there's a score for the Flames. Smashing down
The Humphrey sister connection. Ashley to Chloe.
Nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close. Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick.
Young on the feed, able to finish the shot in the middle of the 8. Really well placed shot to get past Elise Fennell.
Madison Taylor, 4 goals, 3 assists to her name. Passes inside. Sam Smith fires Northwestern in front.
Nervous for it. I've felt pressure. I have also felt like, who cares? And I've felt every range of emotion in the last 3 months, the last 4 months, the last 4 years, the last 8 years also. Like, it's just, there's so many different journeys I've been on to just be here today and focus on the moment, just the skiing. And I've been very grateful to the team, to my coaches and everybody around me to help focus on the thing that's the most meaningful, which is strong skiing, strong turns, just like proper skiing. And that's what I got to do today.
That had a lot of heat on it. Definitely a tough shot to track there. And Elise just missed it on the shot, but great finish there for sophomore.
Godin squeezes it to Osborne, who scores! And North Carolina takes a 4-goal lead. Super regional game between Nebraska and Tennessee. That is starting over on ESPN News.
Josephson is
What a goal! Osborne again!
On the show in Friday night's game to 7 goals.
They find Chloe, and she stings the corner.
The great news is that she's getting those opportunities, and you've got to have a quick memory.
The Humphrey sister connection. Ashley to Chloe.
Nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close. Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick.
Like number 2, Jaden Perrano.
So for Perrano, it's her 4th goal.
Madison Taylor, 4 goals, 3 assists to her name. Passes inside. Sam Smith fires Northwestern in front.
Ball stays out.
She can do it all, really, from what we've been seeing today. Fast shots, finesse shots.
Godin squeezes it to Osborne, who scores. And North Carolina takes a 4-goal lead. Super regional game between Nebraska and Tennessee. That is starting over on ESPN News.
Two programs never met up. I guess you have some stories to tell.
The Humphrey sister connection. Ashley to Chloe.
Nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close. Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick.
That's a laser. An absolute scorcher for the Cavaliers.
Madison Taylor, 4 goals, 3 assists to her name. Passes inside. Sam Smith fires Northwestern in front.
Ball stays out. And look at the cut from Sam Smith. She has tons of room in real estate in the inside. And Maddie Taylor with the feed. Beautiful dish and score. 6 goals in a row for Northwestern. They have owned.
Catapult Arch to the heights that we thought it would in 2025.
Better get that Lewis Riddick NIL money at Pitt, and maybe you could have kept the guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Write a check.
I need more money, ESPN.
Times two. Paul, this is it. This is your moment. You drove the Arch Manning fan bus last year. Is this the year he and Sark put it together and go on the run?
3-second time.
It's got to be so exhausting for the
Close,
defense.
but I don't think he's going to get there. Listen, I'm not going back to where I was a year ago with declaring him the best player of all time, but he is a much better player. He won the Heisman in November. Unfortunately, he did poorly in September and October. But the first game, big game against Texas, is a moment for him. I think they will be in the semifinals of the CFP. I don't think Texas will win.
UVA has been really good about those quick steps off the 8. Just able to tuck her stick inside, high to low, tough shot to save, nice quick finish, especially when you're right in front of the crease like that.
Godin squeezes it to Osborne, who scores! And North Carolina takes a 4-goal lead. Super regional game between Nebraska and Tennessee. That is starting over on ESPN News.
And then Pittsburgh ranked. And then Florida State, the newest team in the ACC, one of the 3 new Division I teams.
Can't just be the Chloe Humphrey show, but she definitely put on a show in Friday night's game with 7 goals.
They find Chloe, and she stings the corner.
The great news is that she's getting those opportunities, and you've got to have a quick memory.
A senior.
The Humphrey sister connection. Ashley to Chloe.
Nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close, Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick.
Kendall in her 4th year with the program. 15 goals in her junior season last campaign.
Madison Taylor, 4 goals, 3 assists to her name. Passes inside. Sam Smith fires Northwestern in front.
They did do it, so
ball stays out.
gives them a better shot at chipping away.
And look at the cut from Sam Smith. She has tons of room in real estate in the inside. And Maddie Taylor with the feed. Beautiful dish and score. 6 goals in a row for Northwestern. They have owned this 4th quarter.
Nice inside roll there by Neshi.
Josephson makes her first save of the afternoon in relief duty.
So is Jones worthy of one of those long-term extensions?
Solid save there
He
by
is, but it's
Josephson.
not going to be at what the franchise tag would suggest. It's not going to be at 47 per year. That's not what he's worth. He's probably in the Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield range, right, Mike? Somewhere in the 33 to 35 million per year range. I'm sure, though, he's looking at it and saying, look, for the first half of the regular season, I was on fire. So I am worth more than that. He's also coming off a torn Achilles. And he's only, 3 months removed from that? He's going to be about 7 months removed from that, 8 months removed from that when the regular season starts. Like, I think this is one of these things where the Colts obviously understand what they have in him, and they understand that maybe he has found now the right fit with Shane Steichen. Sure. But I think you have to also be kind of very, conscious of what kind of long-term deal that you sign with this young man and really what his average per year winds up becoming. I think you do have a buffer, obviously, with Riley Leonard, with the way he played at the end of last year. I think those two together, I think you'd feel comfortable going into 2026 with that as your quarterback room.
Lou, I agree with you from the player evaluation, but if the 4 of us were here in a month from now and he got to the market, I think we would all be stunned when you think about Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Minnesota, Jets, Arizona, Miami, all these teams that need a quarterback. Someone would probably stretch on him just because when he's played so well.
Wide open player in front, and UVA tacks on one more. Katie Campbell, who had 6 goals last season.
Nice for the senior attacker there. Katie Kemple. Nice.
Godin squeezes it to Osborne, who scores! And North Carolina takes a 4-goal lead. Super regional game between Nebraska and Tennessee. That is starting over on ESPN News.
So this Virginia team, to the surprise of many, started 0-3.
What a goal! Osborne again!
Chipping in the offensive end, 35 goals, picks this one up on the run. Her head is up. She's got great speed. Not much of an angle. This is outside that 8-meter.
Good head on their shoulders and put a very talented Liberty team away very quickly here. and Liberty Mountain.
And I know most
Can't just be the Chloe Humphreys show, but she definitely put on the show in Friday night's game with 7 goals.
They find Chloe, and she stings the corner.
The great news is that she's getting those opportunities, and you've got to have a quick memory.
Now their offense strikes. Chance for Ryla.
The Humphrey sister connection. Ashley to Chloe.
Nothing is phasing her. She's not biting for anything.
Vergano feeds it in. From in close, Chloe Humphrey. It's a hat trick.
Ryla's first goal on the game. She's taken 3 shots.
Yeah, definitely something needed from her.
Madison Taylor, 4 goals, 3 assists to her name. Passes inside. Sam Smith fires Northwestern in front.
Ball stays out. And look at the cut from Sam Smith. She has tons of room in real estate in the inside. And Maddie Taylor with the feed. Beautiful dish and score. 6 goals in a row for Northwestern. They have owned this 4th quarter.
You want to see how your girls respond to it. Coming in as the #1 seed, the #1 look for the ASUN Conference is a heavy toll to take, in the sense that you've got the biggest target on your backs coming into the postseason play. So I'll be interested to see what happens.